win this double crown. It's going down, down, all the way down. I don't know if I can find my way out. They got me taking...
Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that while I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who's coming to the sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in. We need the support. 1 hour too short. Then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs. You know what's going on. Man, now we're after dark. No LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut you short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live all through your speakers. Go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckasha here with the Man Hour. Be sure to over to manhourradio.com and check out the merchandise page. We got the Beastie merch. We got the Man Hour new MH, beautiful, slick and clean merch. We got the original Man Hour logo merch. We got the Team Buck merch over there. We got the waffle merch. Man, guys, we got all types of merch happening over there at manhourradio.com. And today, starting today, Man Hour is officially part of Belly Up Sports over there. So, guys, big shout out to Belly Up Sports. Head over to bellyupsports.com. We'll check out all their articles. That's where my man Graham Wallace White writes all of his articles over there. Of course, with Jay's journal as well. But Belly Up is where he started, and that's where he continues to push out content. My man Kevo's from over there. Wayne G. All those guys are over there, guys. So check them out. bellyupsports.com. And starting next week, February 1st is the official launch date. Man Hour will be part of Belly Up Sports TV. So be sure to head over to TKTV.com, search Belly Up Sports, and bada bing, bada boom, we are live over there, guys, every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. The only live morning show on that does this kind of thing here, guys. So we have the phone lines open, 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. There is so much stuff happening, guys, with Man Hour. So buckle up, enjoy the ride. We are live here every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. East Coast time. And of course, every Sunday through Thursday, 8 p.m. with my man Beastie Combs. I'll be back on the night show here probably about 3 or 4 weeks here. We're going to be a little bit of adjustments, a little bit of changes happening over there, but guys, buckle up for a grand old ride. TKTV.com is where it is at. But if you're listening to us on any other platform, iTunes, Spotify, of course, iHeartRadio, guys, come over to YouTube.com/Man Hour. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, because we are live right here. This is a live interactive show. I can see your comments. I can chat with you guys throughout the show, all the good stuff. And of course, you guys can text in, of course. And Skull Candy phone lines, 812-648-HOUR. I'm all over the place here, but guys, I'm on cloud 9 still. Hands down, one of the best football weekends we have ever had. The first 3 games were decided by a last-second field goal by the visiting team. The Kansas City Chiefs and Bills went into overtime. Wow. I haven't been to bed yet. I'm still freaking excited about this. So that takes us to exactly what we're going to talk about today. But first, we got to get in the word of the day. And today's word of the day, guys, is going to be spoiled. So if you guys do not think we were spoiled by this weekend's NFL slate of games, you are absolutely wrong on that aspect. We were spoiled on every aspect, from Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock till Sunday night at when the game ended, 10 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. We were spoiled for those 4 games. Hands down, the best 4 games ever all NFL season. Just get it. Don't get twisted, guys. We were spoiled by this 100%. I mean, the Rams, Cincinnati, and 49ers, like I said, all ended on a last-second field goal by the visiting team. Robbie Gould, Mr. Clutch himself, has never missed a playoff field goal or an extra point. Take that into perspective. In the snow, in the -4 degrees out there, nailed it through to send Aaron Rodgers home. Well, never left home, but to get him packing out of the playoffs. The Rams were pretty much dominating the Bucs all game long. Tom Brady and the Bucs defense finally showed up in the fourth quarter. 4 huge turnovers. Turned that game around, had great things happening for them. But the Rams kicker, last second field goal, Matthew Stafford has ice in those veins rolling down the field. Cincinnati gave up 9 sacks in this game. Somehow still pulled out King Henry's massive return. 22 years since the Titans went to the Super Bowl, 22 day or the 22nd month, all those 22s. Guys, we were definitely spoiled. If you do not think we were spoiled, you are wrong. Wrong. It's just, guys, that's the way it is, guys. Wow. So the word of the day is going to be spoiled. Let me get the thing. Yeah. And wake up, Mikey. There you go. Alrighty, guys. So, like I said, we had a great weekend of football. We had some big news drop here on the Man Hour. I'm starting a little late today because like I said, I haven't been to bed. And I was trying to collect my thoughts, but we will be live every Monday through Friday right here on youtube.com/Man Hour from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And of course, we will be live on tktv.com. So with Belly Up Sports TV channel over there. So head over to tktv.com and search for Belly Up Sports, and bada bing, bada boom, Man Hour will be there, blazing your visual content as I try to up the value of the show. But guys, it is coming, and I am very, very exciting as my computer just finally decided to come on. So I ran some updates last night, and apparently my battery wasn't full enough, so it backtracked the updates and then tried to redo the updates, and then I had a power surge literally 5 minutes before I was getting ready to push play on the old or go live right here on the old channel here. But whatever, it is what it is. What it is. So obviously, guys, the title segment of the show is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Bills. We talked about it last week about how was Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes going to be the next great rivalry in the NFL, and I have to say that I said no because there are other players out there, other teams out there, Herbert and the Chargers, the Raiders, the Ravens, right? Hell, the Browns. There are the Colts. There are so many other teams in the AFC. But, guys, last night did not disappoint at all. Hands down, the best game that I've seen in a very, very long time. Maybe dating back to the Rams versus Chiefs game, on that Monday night game when they went back-to-back, 56-58 was the final score. This game was simply amazing. It was 12 seconds left in the game. The Bills scored. Me and my wife were sitting on the couch, and I'm like, man, I was pissed. This is over, man. We wasted, we were leading the whole game and let them come back, and oh man, this is crap. 5 seconds later, we're in field goal range. What the hell? Literally 2 plays, 2 middle passes up the field. Bada bing, bada boom. Chiefs are in field goal range. Hell, we had time to spare, so we're sitting there waiting. 6 seconds left, looking at the clock. Timeout with a second left. My man nails it through. We go into OT. Chiefs win the coin toss. Tyreek Hill wide open over the middle. Peace sign. Backflips in the end zone. He didn't backflip, but he should have. Give him the peace sign. Pew, he gone. He get gone, baby. But what it brings me to here is, yes, the game was exciting, right? The game was by far great. But every time a game like this happens, Chiefs versus Patriots, Patrick Mahomes' first time in the AFC Championship a couple years ago. That game goes into overtime. Tom Brady leads his team down, scores, and they ultimately go to the Super Bowl, and they win the Super Bowl, actually. Say anything here. The Bills never touched the ball. So we have to ask the question again, because it always gets proposed when something like this happens, right? Does the overtime rules need to be changed? And we have a man-hour group chat here that we always chat and, do shows and or, get ready for our shows and stuff like that. It's me, Combs, Suit Boss, Tori, Wyatt. We have Wayne G in there too. So we asked the question, does overtime rules need to be changed? It was a very, consistent, what's the word? Everybody said yes, the overtime rules need to be changed. And it was just not because of this game. It just wasn't just because we had Bills fans. It's not just because we had Chiefs fans. I even said it myself. The overtime rules need to be changed. So we got to collectively think it's like, how can we change the overtime rules? And I believe Suit Boss said, hey, let's just do college one, shootout, yada, yada, yada. And then Combs was like, no, that would never change because, we would toe-to-toe, and then every NFL kicker is ultimately in field goal range. It'll be done. So what we came up with here is just play the full 10-minute quarter out. Play the full 15-minute quarter out. Give them a mini give them a mini halftime, 5 to 10 minutes halftime there. Collect your thoughts, draw up some game plans, bada bing, bada boom. 10-minute quarter, and then let it play out. If it ends in a tie again, go to the next one, right? So yeah, that's exactly how you need to fix the overtime rules. It's because the Buffalo Bills definitely deserved a chance to touch the ball. The Kansas City Chiefs definitely deserved to touch the ball back in 2019 or 2018, whenever the Patriots beat them. And they're overtime. There are so many overtimes that end on the very first possession. It's just it is not the way the game should be ended, right? Especially like a great back and forth game like we saw versus the Bills versus the Chiefs. It was fantastic. It was just like mind blowing that game ended the way it ended. But guys, we are going to dive a lot more into the Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. Got a little spidey web on microphone. Here in hour number 2 of the Man Hour, but we are up against the first break here on the Man Hour, guys. So we'll be right back after these messages.
I give a slight edge, Mike, to Marquette because they're playing on their home court. And Marquette's been taking care of business on the road. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
Every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that why I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cole. They don't want to talk to what you about to hear right here. I second that.
So, you know that that's when we talk about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the court. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short to listen to all. Your station not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas. Your station not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds.
You're watching Man Hour. Hit that like button, baby.
Man Hour Nation, it's your boy BC Beastie Brandon Combs coming to you with a special message. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Now, that's 22 too many. And here, in treating PTSD properly. Every dollar spent on our Take 22 merch will be donated to the cause. So Man Hour Nation, rise up and show your support.
And welcome back to the morning show, guys. Michael Buckeister here with the Man Hour. Head over to manhourradio.com and be sure to check out the merchandise page. Head up to bellyupsports.com and check out their blog section, article section, and a host of other shows over there. And of course, if you're watching us here on tktv.com, be sure to comment. I got the comments pulled up over there on the TKTV. I got the YouTube comments here. So, guys, if you are watching, enjoy, have a great time. And of course, the phone lines are always open here at 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. The phone lines are brought to you by Skull Candy Original Headphones. Use promo code MANHOUR at checkout to save you guys self 20%. Link is in the description, and I'll post a link periodically throughout the show. But guys, welcome to the One Man Morning Show here. I just so man morning show. Of course, every Monday, guys, we try to wrap up like 4 days worth of content and a one. Not really, because guys, we are live here on YouTube 20 hours a week. 20 hours a week, guys. Man Hour is coming into your ear holes. But anyways, every Monday here, right at the 8:30 hour, we have the infamous segment of Way or No Way. That's right, guys. Way or No Way is brought to you by Yeats Sunglasses. Over to yeatsoriginal.com. Use promo code MANHOUR. Save percent at checkout. But it's that time. Way or No Way.
No way.
Yes, way!
All right, guys, so Way or No Ways are brought to you by, you, the fans here. So we have the text line, and we have Twitter at manhour_Buck. You can find me on the old Twitter machine. We have a Discord. We have Facebook Trash Talk groups. So I pull these all collectively out of there, not all directed at me, but there are some that are out there that we had to basically talk about today because after the Packers lost, the Buccaneers lost. There's a lot of stuff happening in the NFL world, and these are definitely some Way or No Ways that we need to discuss about. So the first Way or No Way of the day, with the Green Bay Packers losing to the San Francisco 49ers on Saturday, right? Sunday, whatever day. No, it was Saturday. Yeah, they lost to them on Saturday. Of course, Aaron Rodgers' future is very much in turmoil. What is Aaron Rodgers going to do? He did say that he is going to, give us an answer pretty quickly here and whatnot, but Dallas Cowboys are always in the news because they are America's team here. So the Way or No Way is that Aaron Rodgers will be going to Dallas this next season. So like I said, guys, many people are kind of anti-Dak Prescott right now in Dallas land. The Dallas media is tearing him up. I'm a part of a lot of Dallas Cowboys fan groups. They're not happy with him, basically blowing the playoff game, doing this. We're paying you $40 million and you're 0-6 in the playoffs. It's just right. There's a lot of controversy happening there. And of course, Aaron Rodgers said he is not interested in rebuilding a team whatsoever. I mean, I think the Green Bay Packers are right there as currently constructed. But with that being said, if he says he's not interested in rebuilding, so that wipes out a lot of teams that he could possibly go to. Also, Aaron Rodgers is all about, building up his legacy, getting the next Super Bowl ring, because one Super Bowl is not really great when you look at it. He will have 4 or 5 league MVPs after it's all said and done, a host of NFC Championship game appearances, only one win, obviously. But to say that Aaron Rodgers is going to go to Dallas, there is definitely a very good possibility to this. So I'm going to go with Way because the next Way or No Way that we're going to talk about kind of makes us all for full circle here. So Way that Aaron Rodgers has a possibility to go to Dallas. Way that this is probably the best opportunity for him to win another Super Bowl. Way that he can, put his hands on a legacy, hands on a team, and makes it basically blow it up to the top right. So Aaron Rodgers to the Dallas Cowboys makes perfect sense in my eyes. I would give the farm to him right now. To the Green Bay Packers, give them Dak Prescott. Hell, give them a receiver too, because Devontae Adams is probably going to come down to Dallas too, right? So you can give them Amari Cooper, or I mean, I wouldn't give them CeeDee Lamb, but you can give them like Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup and Dak, and hell, give them Zeke too. Give them the farm. Bring Aaron Rodgers down. Yes, Aaron Rodgers to Dallas is a very good possibility. So weigh on that. Weigh.
No way.
Yes, way!
And the next way or no way is going to be, centered around the Dallas Cowboys again, because Sean Payton has not told the Saints that he is going to come back for the 2022 season. Now, if you are a conspiracy theorist or whatever, or see the storylines written themselves, right? Sean Payton used to be on the Dallas Cowboys staff. I believe he was the offensive coordinator. And then, he obviously is good friends with Jerry Jones, the owner. And, obviously the Dallas Cowboy fan base is not happy with Mike McCarthy or Dak Prescott or this. Aaron Rodgers is a free agent. And what better way to bring Aaron Rodgers down to Dallas? Bring a coach like Sean Payton down to Dallas, right? Or over to Dallas, or back to Dallas, wherever you want to say it. So Sean Payton has not told the Saints he is or is not coming back for the next season. But Sean Payton to Dallas, way or no way? Guys, this is a way. This is 100% way on this aspect. Just because, first of all, Mike McCarthy is out in Dallas. I know I said it. It wasn't his fault. I'm going to hashtag waffle it back here. Get my bearings collected and bring it all full circle here. Mike McCarthy's out. Dak Prescott is out. Amari Cooper's probably out too, right? There are so many outs there. So Jerry Jones says that he is willing to do anything to win another Super Bowl. Bring Aaron Rodgers in, bring Sean Payton in, bada bing, bada boom, there's your Super Bowl. Right there's your Super Bowl, Mr. Jerry Jones. So Sean Payton to the Dallas, yeah, it's a very, very good possibility, and I'm going to go with way on this one. It is what it is, because I think it is meant to be in the end.
No way.
Yes, way!
Before we get into the next or no way, I got to give a big shout out to Mr. Detroit. Mr. Detroit comes in here and pops off about the Lions every now and then. He says, I want Aaron Rodgers to go to Detroit. Well, there, Dr. Detroit, Mr. MD himself of the Detroit, Michigan area. Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to go to Detroit because Aaron Rodgers says he's not interested in rebuilding, and I'm not a Lions insider by any means. I kind of watch them from afar, watch about 4 games of them a year. Obviously, Luke G is the man for all Detroit sports there, or Detroit Lions sports, I should say, for sure. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers isn't going to Detroit. Aaron Rodgers is going to Dallas. Aaron Rodgers is going to become a Dallas Cowboy. He's going to put the star on the side of his head. Sean Payton's going to put the star on his chest. Bada bing, bada boom. It's there, baby. LOL. Nobody wants to go to Detroit. Come on. There are people that want to go to Detroit. Mr. Trubisky wants to go to Detroit so he can go play the Chicago Bears twice a year and smack that ass, right? Nick Foles wants to go to Detroit because he wants to play football still. Gardner Minshew would be great in Detroit because everybody loves Gardner Minshew and everybody hates Detroit for some reason. So wouldn't that like balance it out somehow, some way? I don't like Gardner Minshew myself, but whatever. Moving on to the next one.
No way.
Yes, way!
And the next way or no way is gonna be right around the Denver Broncos and the AFC West here. So the Denver Broncos have narrowed down their head coaching searching candidate to 3, and Dan Quinn made the short list. So the way or no way is Dan Quinn will be the best fit in Detroit. Dan Quinn will lead the Denver Broncos to the promised land. No way. I got to think about this one. No way. Dan Quinn, he did great in Seattle as a defensive coordinator. He did great in Dallas as a defensive coordinator. What has he failed as a head coach in Atlanta? There are just some people that are just not made to be head coaches. Dan Quinn, Adam Gase, Matt Nagy, Eric Bieniemy. There are people out there that are just not meant to be head coaches, and I think Dan Quinn is one of them. Denver Broncos, you guys have a team that is constructed, a good defense, a good offense, that's just missing that really consistent quarterback, right? There are many pieces in Detroit that just need to be brought together, and I don't think Dan Quinn is that guy. Dan Quinn has a problem bringing pieces together and making it into a winning team. Dr. Detroit says Matt Patricia would be a good thing in Denver. I think that would be a good choice. Matt Patricia in Denver. I think Matt Patricia didn't get a fair shake in Detroit. I think they cut the ties a little bit too quick for him and moving forward. But that is here nor there. We can talk about that later on tomorrow's show. But Dan Quinn to Denver makes the most sense. No way on that one. Dan Quinn just needs to stay in Detroit, work with Sean Payton, and kick some ass. Kick some ass. I don't know. Either way, moving on.
No way.
Yes way!
Next no way on the thing is, man, when I saw this way or no way, I didn't really want to say it. I didn't really want to talk about it because this has been his last game for 6 years, right? For 7 years, for hell, 10 years, this has been his last game, right? But way or no way, Sunday was Tom Brady's final game. I have been waffling back and forth on this one a lot. I saw it basically when the Rams were up 27-6, and people, who were the announcer for that game? Was it I don't remember. Was it Collinsworth and the NBC guys? They were saying that, the writing is on the wall. This is Tom Brady's last game. He has opportunities outside of football. Yes, Tom Brady has a lot of opportunities. We're starting to see him in a lot of commercials and like Subway and the crypto website and all that stuff. But every time somebody says this is Tom Brady's final game, his toes are on the cliff, he's getting ready to fall down, he sparks up and does something that we have never seen before, right? He's going to be 45 this next football season. Tom Brady's last game? No way. This was arguably Tom Brady's best year statistically in the NFL. You can literally break Tom Brady's career up into his first 10 years and last 10 years. The last 10 years have been better than his first 10 years. In his first 10 years, he won 6 Super Bowls. Guys, Tom Brady will walk away when he has to use a walker to get out of bed. Let's just be flat out honest about it. When NFL players retire, 9 times out of 10, their ability to play the game does not diminish. It is the fact that their ability, their mental aspect to prepare for the game goes away. And Tom Brady's drive and preparedness for the game. Have you guys watched that Man and the Arena? This guy loves to prepare for the football games. He actually might like the preparation more than actual playing on Sunday afternoon. So that he might be a great head coach one day. But when NFL players retire, or when players retire in general, it's because they don't want to mentally prepare for the season anymore. They don't want to work out. They don't want to go to practice, the OTAs, all that crap. Tom Brady wants to do that. No way this is Tom Brady's final game. Tom Brady will go out on top. Tom Brady will go out with winning another Super Bowl. If it comes down to it, he will call Devontae Adams like, hey, I need a big threat receiver here. Come on down. Mike Evans will take a pay cut to bring you down. Come on. Like, Tom Brady can pick and choose who he wants on his team and make his life a hell of a lot easier. No way this was Tom Brady's last game. No way. No way. Get that off there. No way. Next, way or no way is another thing that we've already talked about like a little bit here, but way or no way, the overtime rules need to be changed. I mean, way. Come on. Pop up, babe. There it is. Way. Yes. Way, the overtime rules need to be changed. I'm a Chiefs guy. I didn't want to see Josh Allen touch the ball because I knew whoever won that coin toss was going to win that game. I knew it deep down in my body. I knew it. Both offenses were like, hey, hold my beer, watch this, right? But it is just not this game. Let's flash back a couple years ago. Like I said, Patriots versus Chiefs. D Ford lines up offsides. Kansas City gets a pick. Ready to end the game. We go to the Super Bowl, baby, right? Nope. Hold my beer, says Tom Brady. Bada bing, bada boom. Game is tied. Game goes into overtime. And then Chiefs never touched the ball. Yes, the overtime rules need to be changed. There's no question in my mind about it. If you don't think the overtime rules need to be changed, you are not watching the same football game that we are all watching. It's simple as that. You are not watching the same football game that we are all watching. Did we want that Bills-Chiefs game to end? No. No, we did not. We wanted to see a 106-107 score. That's what we wanted to see. They could still be playing right now, and I would still be holding my Mountain Dew saying, go Chiefs. That the last, 5 minutes of that game, my heart was flatlined, and then 150 beats per second, and then, or beats per minute. I mean, per second, my heart beat exploding. But then flatline, I'm like, man, this sucks. 13 seconds. What? So, I mean, yes. The overtime rules are what they are. We know what they are. At least in the playoffs, they can't end in a tie. So I do like that. But each team should have an opportunity to touch the ball, whether you score a touchdown or not. I don't want to shoot out like college. I want to play a full quarter, play it out, full 10 minutes. Hell, just give each team a possession and whatever happens, right? So there you go. Just a possession each. If the Chiefs score a touchdown and get a PAT, and then the Bills get a touchdown and miss the PAT, game's over, right? At least they have a chance to rebuttal. That's all we ask for. So, way the overtime rules should be changed. Do I know the magic formula? No. Like I said earlier, we've all talked about it, and we all think they should just play a full quarter out. But then, like, what if you ended a tie? And again, you could ultimately be playing, 2 full games in one game and player safety and all. I get it. There is no magic answer. But the magic answer is right now is at least there is no tie in playoffs. I do like that. You got that going for you, NFL. But yes, overtime rules need to be changed. Do I have the answer? No. If you guys have the answer, let me know in the comments over here at youtube.com/manhour. Let me know. Let me know what you think the overtime rules should be.
No way.
Yes way!
And with that being said, guys, that takes us up to the next break here on the Man Hour. If you're watching us on TKTV.com, on the Belly Up Sports channel here, be sure to, comment. You can comment right there on the right-hand side of the screen if you're watching on the computer. I haven't downloaded the app yet, so I don't know how the app looks. I'll do it today, but we are officially, the official announcement date will be February 1st, as you guys know, if you've been following here on Man Hour. But, guys, we do got some great sports talk coming up here. We got Rams versus Bucks, got the 49ers versus Packers. Of course, we still got to talk about Bengals-Titans still. Well, that was a heck of a game, wasn't it? Got to dive deeper into Chiefs-Bills. There is so much to talk about, guys, here on the Man Hour. Hour number 2 is coming up. So if you guys are curious at all, jump on board. YouTube.com/Man Hour. You can also find us on iTunes, Spotify, and of course, Good Pods. Download the Good Pods app and give us some rankings. We'll be right back here, guys, on the Man Hour.
Once I'm home from work and relaxing,
I watch Man Hour while doing dishes.
In bed, how do you with wife and kids?
what do you do when your husband and kid are obsessed with the Man Hour? You watch it with them.
Have you ever wanted to go to Vegas to see the NFL draft? Well, now you can. Simply head over to youtube.com/manhour, click on that join button, become a $5.99 member or higher, and you get free entry. Simple as that. So head over to youtube.com/manhour and hit that join button. You won't regret it. You're watching Man Hour. Hit that like button, baby.
Man Hour Nation, it's your boy BC Beastie Brandon Combs coming to you with a special message. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Now, that's 22 too many. And here at the Man Hour, we want to bring awareness to this. Our brothers and sisters deserve our support and our help with the Take 22 merch. It's a small opportunity to show our appreciation and support to our veterans and take a small step to ending veteran suicide and treating PTSD properly. Every dollar spent on our Take 22 merch will be donated to the cause. So Man Hour Nation, rise up and show your support.
Who needs caffeine when you got Man Hour in the morning, babe? Right here, Buck Nasty right here, guys, with the Man Hour. Over to head of manhourradio.com. Check out the page. Woo! Gotta get that out as fast as I can because, guys, I'm still wired from last night. I'm not even going to front. I'm wired from last night. We had a great way or no way. We talked a little bit of Chiefs, Buffalo Bills. If you guys have missed any part of the show whatsoever, be sure to head over to youtube.com/Man Hour. I'll upload the clips throughout the day. Bada bing, bada boom. They are there. All the magic will come to your eyes and to your ears. You'll be like, man, I need to tune into the Man Hour every 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. And then I haven't got my fill yet. I'll be back at 8 p.m. with my man Beastie Combs. Jeez, guys, a lot of Man Hour coming to you guys. 4 hours a day. That is 20 hours a week. 20 hours a week of Man Hour, you say? Yes. Yes, sir. We also live on TKTV.com with Belly Up Sports channel over there, guys. So check it out. And, of course, Broke Through TV, because that's where all the fun happens. But, guys, it is time to get into the game that I was very, very shocked to see. When I saw, first of all, these weird-ass start times 3 and 6, stop that shit. Come on, NFL. I'm sitting there watching Billy Madison and singing, back to school, back to school. And all of a sudden I get an alert that the game started. I'm like, what? It's like 3 o'clock. Why is the game starting at this time? I thought it was a 4 o'clock kickoff. So I hurry up and flashed over to NBC and bada bing, bada boom. Rams already up 3-0. I'm like, what? Sit back, enjoying the game. Next thing I know, it's 27-6. I'm like, the Rams really going to let Tom Brady go out like this? The Rams have put in the beat down on these Bucks like this in our little group chat thing. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, man, I feel like we're watching like a week 5 matchup that doesn't mean anything. And then fourth quarter rolls around and wow, the Bucks defense stepped up. The Bucks defense finally stepped up. Cam Akers had 2 huge fumbles, one at the goal line right at the end of the first half. The second one in the fourth quarter that really sprung the Bucks comeback, right? Cooper Kupp had a fumble. He never does that. I mean, of course, Cam Akers never fumbles either. And then the snap goes past Matthew Stafford's head. I'm like, wow. This storyline could not be any more set up for Tom Brady. Down 27-6, or it was 27-3, right? Comes back, ties it up, give me the football and OT. I'm the GOAT, baby, right? But let's not forget that Matthew Stafford was the number 1 recruit out of high school. Let's not forget that Matthew Stafford was the number 1 overall draft pick to the Detroit Lions from the University of Georgia. Let's not forget that Matthew Stafford is a 15-year veteran in the NFL. Let's not forget that Matthew Stafford, Buck called him a game manager. Let's not forget that either. Also, let's not forget that Matthew Stafford has never been there or done that. So he needs to build his legacy. Matthew Stafford sees Cooper Kupp running down the field, steps up, delivers a rocket takes that blow to the chest from, it was Sue, right? They've been jawing all game long. Sue was trying to get underneath the scat matches after, like, not today, big boy. I know your game. Get out of here, man. But damn. Rams come down and kick a last-second field goal to win the game, 30-27. Great game. Matthew Stafford is now 2-3 in the playoffs all time. 2-0 as a Ram and 0-3 as a Detroit Lion. Imagine that. Wow. But what happened to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in his first 3 quarters? What was going on? The Rams were literally trying to gift wrap him that game since the end of the first quarter, or since the first half. It is like the Bucs forgot to show up. It is like Tom Brady was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm tired. I'm over the hill. I don't want to play anymore. So I got a poll question over here at youtube.com/manhour. Is Tom Brady played his last snap in the NFL? Right now, it's a 50-50 poll, so you still have time to vote before I close it. I talked about it in way and no way. I said no way. But then I flash back to the game. I look at Tom Brady's demeanor throughout the whole game. He just never had that, right? What makes Tom Brady so great is just like that ability to power through everything. The ability to bleed his own blood, right? Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. If you guys are not part of the Facebook Trash Talk group, join, because I posted that meme. Ooh. So, memento. Memento. I don't even know what memento means, but Mentos and Coke go pew. Much like my body did when the Chiefs won that game. But is Tom Brady take that step in Tampa Bay? No. Come on, guys. No, he's not done. There's nothing to think about, right? There is nothing to think about. What there is needed to think about, though, is Brady was 9-0 in the divisional round of the playoffs. Take that into perspective. Tom Brady has never lost a divisional round NFL playoff game. Wow. His first loss ever in a divisional round. Now, Mr. Matthew Stafford himself, Georgia alum, from the Detroit Lions to LA this season. Matthew Stafford said he was stealing souls that last drive of the game. He was ready to steal some souls and snatch everybody that got in his way. I sat here on Man Hour last week on the AM show. I said that how are the Rams going to win this game is, Matthew Stafford needs to become a game manager that he is. Matthew Stafford's not going to win you a lot of games, and Matthew Stafford put those words, shoved them down my throat, pulled them back out because they were getting ready to give away that game, and then shoved them back down and down again. I'm like, I'm no game manager, baby. I'm no game manager. So the question that I'm going to ask myself and propose to you guys here in the chat, is Matthew Stafford no longer a game manager? Can the Rams win on the back of Matthew Stafford? Answer to that question for me is no. They still need to manage the game. Matthew Stafford is still a game manager. Yes, he won them one game. After about gave it away, right? After they about gave the game away, he come back and won the game. Drew says Matthew Stafford is a stud. How is he a stud? Because he won you one game? Pump the brakes there, Rams fans, Lions fans, Stafford fans, whoever you are. Pump the brakes. He won you one game. And that was because Cooper Kupp is a man among men this season, much like Michael Thomas was a couple years ago. But that's here nor there. We'll see if his ego takes over a little bit. But yeah, that is the only way the Rams are going to beat the 49ers. Manage the game. Keep that offense off the field. Do what the Chiefs did to the Bills. 9-minute drives repetitively over and over and over and over again. Man, I'm excited for championship weekend. But over here at youtube.com/manhour, my man Drew says the only weapon Brady had was Fournette. Otherwise, he had nothing but second and third stringers due to injury. Still had Mike Evans, right? Still had Scotty Miller. There's the number 3 receiver on the field. Still had their offensive line, their defense. Hell, this is the defense that they started the season with. So all the defense that they had were all starters out there. So, with that being said, to say that Tom Brady had nothing but second and third stringers, hell, he made a career out of that in New England, Drew. Tom Brady literally made a career. He made Wes Welker a wide receiver coach for the San Francisco 49ers and possibly a Hall of Famer because of what he did with him. Wes Welker anywhere else would have been a 2-year cut. How about the other small white guy that he had? Not Wes Welker, but the other white guy that he had, the other white receiver. What is his name? I can't even think of his name right now. So, Tom Brady has literally made a career of elevating the game of second and third receivers. Number 18 for the Bucs said Johnson. I don't know his first name. Johnson, right? How many drops did he have? He was a starting receiver all season long. He just shit hit the bed in the end. Weapons, Buck. Weapons. Defense isn't a quarterback's weapons. How is defense not a quarterback weapon? When your defense plays great and keeps the other offense out of the field, it gives you a lot more freedom to make mistakes and make big plays on the offensive side of the ball. The defense is a quarterback's best friend, a.k.a. the best weapon. Defense wins championships. Yes, offense puts up scores, but when you take the other team out of the end zone and you can play freelance and just do whatever you want and not have a carrot in the world to throw an interception at the 30-yard line because you know your defense is going to be great, that's a weapon, Drew. Come on, baby, get on board with it. You know it's a weapon. I mean, I know as a Cardinals fan, you don't know about good defensive weapons because the Cardinals were overrated all season long. Like, I get it. But come on, a defense is the quarterback's best friend, a.k.a. the weapon. I am up against the next break here. But Drew says, learn how to count, Buck. That's the second playoff game he's won. Yeah, Drew, I said earlier, Matthew Stafford is 2-3 in the playoffs, 0-3 at Detroit, and 2-0 as a Ram. So I'm not for sure what I said to make it contradict like otherwise. But Rams versus Bucks, was it the best game of the weekend? No, because the Buffalo Bills versus Chiefs was. This was probably the third best game of the weekend. Imagine that. Game comes down to a last-second field goal and is the third best game of the weekend. Quarterbacks don't hand the ball off to their own quarterbacks don't hand the ball off to their own defensive guys. Well, that is true. That is true. Unless you are Clowney when you're South Carolina met that running back from Michigan and backfield. That's kind of like handing off to their own guys, right? But not really. I don't know. Break time, guys. We'll be back.
I give a slight edge, Mike, to Marquette because they're playing on their home court. And Marquette's been taking care of business on the road. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
station, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're at the dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzz beaters. We coming live all through your speakers. Go.
You're watching Man Hour. Hit that like button, baby.
Man Hour Nation, it's your boy BC Beastie Brandon Combs coming to you with a special message. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Now, that's 22 too many. And here at the Man Hour, we want to bring awareness to this. Our brothers and sisters deserve our support and our help with the Take 22 merch. It's a small opportunity to show our appreciation and support to our veterans and take a small step to ending veteran suicide and treating PTSD properly. Every dollar spent on our Take 22 merch will be donated to the cause. So Man Hour Nation, rise up and show your support.
And welcome back to the Man Hour, guys. Michael Buckasher here with the Man Hour. Be sure to head over to manhourradio.com and check out the merchandise page. The Takeaway 22 merch, guys, is live over there. All proceeds from Takeaway 22 merch goes to nonprofit organizations that help military families and personnel with PTSD getting to and from appointments, housing, food, medical appointments, all that good stuff, any basic needs that they could possibly have. We raised over $250 for them in the month of December. January, guys, we are on track to double that, guys. So be sure to check out the Takeaway 22 merch, guys. Just, every little bit helps, because 22 suicides a day is 22 way too many for any buddy. So yeah, let's help raise awareness, guys. Check it out. It is nice, clean hoodie. You got t-shirts, of course, got long sleeves tees over there. Very reasonable price, guys, and all proceeds go to nonprofit organizations. So before we get into start hour number 2, guys, here on the Man Hour, of course, we're going to dive deeper into the Bills-Chiefs game here, because I didn't get a chance too much to talk to it. Hour number 1, I do got to address some of the comments that are rolling in. Drew says, you said he won one game. So I believe he is referring to the Matthew Stafford thing, saying that I said that he won one game, meaning that Matthew Stafford has won the Rams one game. Not that he is just 1-0 in the playoffs. He is 2-0 in the playoffs. But did he win that first game in the playoffs versus the Rams, or for the Rams? No, he did not. Meaning the Rams played an all-around great game, and he did not lead a last-second drive to win the game. So when I say he won them one game, he did win them the Buccaneers game. That is what I was referring to. Like, he led them to one huge win, one big drive to seal the game at the end for the Rams. So Rule the Jungle, shout out to Rule the Jungle, guys. You guys are playing my Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship game next time. This is your first AFC Championship game since 88 or something like that, 89. So big shout out to you guys there. I know the feeling. It is great to be, in this AFC Championship game. This is our 4th year, so hopefully we can see you guys many more. But he says, who day. That's all. KC sucks. Oh, okay, sure. I mean, every opposing team sucks in the end, right? So that's why the Ravens suck. That's why the Bills suck. No, guys, I definitely give it out to Bills Mafia and my man Alpha Rob out there. You guys played one hell of a game, and I would love to see that game over again. And then Drew says, something you were right about was Hardman was an X factor in this game. Yeah. I mean, McCall Hardman at one point has to step up and do something, right? We spent a first round pick on him, and he had just been happy being like fifth fiddle on the team. Hell, Byron Pringle, a free agent draft pick, was doing better than he was, most of his career. So even a wrong clock is right twice today. So yeah, it is what it is. Drew says, Rule the Jungle. That was his second playoff game in a row that he has won. Yes, Drew, we know. Calm down, Rams fan. 16th team to add to the Redgos. Yep. Yeah, that's 16 teams now, Drew. Good job, man. No, I'm not totally kidding. But like you said, a W is a W. You are right. Just win, baby, win, as the famous Al Davis says. Just win, baby, win. That's all you got to do. Win, baby, win. All right, guys. Hour number 2 of the Man Hour. Hour number 2 is brought to you by Skull Candy, and that is exactly who the text line is brought to you by. Text and phone lines are open, 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. Like I said, text and phone lines are brought to you by Skull Candy headphones, and we do have a text. We did have a text come in over the break, and he says, screw the Chiefs, screw the Bills, screw the Packers, screw the 49ers, screw everybody. What about the Titans? We will be talking about the Titans, guys, here very, very shortly. Here in about 10 minutes here. I'm actually behind schedule. So let's say about 20 minutes here, we will talk about the old Tennessee Titans. You guys got nine sacks and you still lose the game? Wow. 9 sacks and still lose the game. Everybody give the Titans a round of applause. Come on. Where's my man Havoc at? Round of applause, guys. All right, guys. So, like I said, the Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, hands down the best game of the weekend. We were spoiled by many, many games. This game went into overtime. Like I said, Tyreek Hill gave them the peace sign, and bada bing, bada boom. We were clicking on all cylinders and going straight into our 4th straight AFC championship game, I should say. So, I saw a meme that says the rest of the playoffs have been canceled for a 7-game series versus the Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. So, yes, this was a great game. But NFL memes, guys, need to slow it down, baby! Slow it down! Because the Kansas City Chiefs lost a very, very vital part of their team in like the 2nd or 3rd play of the game. That's right. The Kansas City Chiefs lost the Honey Badger like the 3rd play of the game. So to say that this game, we won a best of 7 series, if this game were to be played again last night and Honey Badger was healthy, the Buffalo Bills wouldn't have had a chance. The Buffalo Bills did not execute a game plan once the Honey Badger went out. Honey Badger is by far the heart and soul of the Kansas City Chiefs defense. He is by far puts people in the right position over and over and over and over again. So those 2 or 3 wide open touchdown passes that Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills had, yes, the cornerback fell down or whatever, but guess what? Tyrann Mathieu would have probably been there to at least divert a wide open play. So that ball probably wouldn't have been thrown there because Tyrann Mathieu would have been there. All those quarterback RPO, or it wasn't even RPO, it was a straight quarterback draw or sweep play, right? All those would have been probably null and void because Tyrann Mathieu would have been there to shut it down. So to say that we want to see a best of game of series, guys, pump the brakes. If Kansas City Chiefs defense was healthy and Tyrann Mathieu was there, this game wouldn't have been close. Yes, I said it. The Kansas City Chiefs defense losing Tyrann Mathieu hurt the Kansas City Chiefs defense, and it gave the Bills life. However, what was wrong with the Buffalo Bills? Why did they not exploit the Honey Badger being out sooner? Yes, they come back in the 4th quarter and hit Davis for 4 touchdowns, 2 wide open touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of the game, right? They should have been exploiting that all game long. If their coach, what's their coach's name? I can't think of their coach's name right now. McDermott, right? He should have seen Honey Badger out, and we say we are going to exploit Swartzen all game long. That white boy's trash. Swartzen sucks. Let's just be honest. Swartzen sucks. He is terrible. Now, he's better than me, obviously, because he's in the NFL and I'm not. But I digress. Slow it down, baby. Slow it down. But When you don't exploit the Kansas City Chiefs' best defensive player out on the field until the 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? The Buffalo Bills were outcoached in this game. Simple as that. The moment was too big for Sean McDermott. Yes, it was a great game. Yes, the outcome was the greatest game ever. As Drew said, ESPN is talking about Kansas City Chiefs versus Buffalo Bills could be the greatest playoff game ever. The only reason why it is the greatest game ever is because Sean McDermott was outcoached by Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy and the boys. Kansas City Chiefs defense another side of the story, but the offensive side, offense to offense, they were out coached. Yes, they did still put up 30 points or whatever it was. Yes, they still did get 4 touchdowns from Davis. Yes, Josh Allen threw 9 touchdowns in 2 playoff games, the most touchdowns ever in a quarterback in a playoff there. Yes. I get it. But Sean McDermott was outcoached. When Tyrann Mathieu went down, when the Honey Badger went down, you did not exploit that hole in the defense. You continue just to run your nickel and dime down the field. We're going to run Josh Allen to the left, run Josh Allen to the right. It seemed very Ravenish type of play calling. Very, very basic, bad play calling in the end. When Josh Allen can throw 85-yard piss missiles down the field and you're nickel and dime in it, dumb. Especially when you're free safety for the other side, or their strong safety for the other side that for the other team is out. Asinine in the end. Drew says Gabriel Davis would have had at least 1 less touchdown if Mathieu would have been there. No. I bet you Gabriel Davis would have had maybe 1 touchdown period in the whole game. Even if it was 1 less touchdown, that game wouldn't have gone into overtime. We wouldn't have seen the back and forth in the last 2 minutes of the game. We wouldn't have seen this, and this, because that 1 less touchdown would have literally meant the game, Drew. So I get what you're saying, but in the end, Stephon Diggs did not step up in that game. Cole Beasley had his head right hooked off. It was absolutely crazy. The Bills lost the game because of 1 single play. They did not squid kick the ball. Like I said, outcoached, right? That's basic football 101. 12 seconds left, but hindsight's 20/20, Drew. Let's say Byron Pringle would have received that kick at the 10 on a squid kick. Byron Pringle's very, very electric in the special teams game. Very electric. You even give him a 35-yard, run up the field, you're still only 1 play away from field goal range, right? So hindsight's 20/20 in the end. So to say that 1 play cost in the game, squid kick in the game, no. What cost them the game was they were content of milking the clock in the end. They were content of not running the Buffalo Bills offense that we saw versus the New England Patriots. They were content of not exploiting that big hole in the Kansas City Chiefs defense in the end. They were outcoached. Sean McDermott was outcoached by Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy. Simple as that. That's what it comes down to. Now, I touched on it a little bit. Josh Allen had 9 touchdowns in 2 playoff games. 9. That's 8 plus 1 for you Spanish-speaking Americans out there. I don't know what 9 is. What is it, octet? No, octagon would be like 6. I don't know. Killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Buck. Slow it down. 9 touchdowns. Wow. That is the most ever by any quarterback in the playoffs. More than Tom Brady, more than Patrick Mahomes, more than Aaron Rodgers, more than Joe Montana, Steve Young, John Elway. The list goes on and on and on. Nueves 9. Thanks, Drew. I guess out there in Omaha, Nebraska, you guys speak Spanish very, very well. Very fluently. Not in Kansas. But 9 touchdowns. Sheesh. Just to think that he had a better coach than Sean McDermott. Oh, man. Oh, man. Moving on, guys. Moving on. 49ers versus Packers. This game may have been the worst game of the weekend. To say that a last-second field goal by Robbie Gould, which has never missed a field goal or a PAT in postseason play, is the worst game of the weekend says a lot. Says a lot of what this NFL weekend was all about. Back to the word of the day, spoiled. We were spoiled. A last-second field goal to knock Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers out of the playoffs is the worst game of the weekend. Says a lot. But man, Jimmy G's first start underneath 32 degrees. A win. Congratulations. He was like, what, -4 at some point in that game? Snow globe, snow flying around. Like, what better way to win a... There are 3 things I've always wanted to do as a football player. One of them was to win a championship. Never won a championship. 2 was to play into the month of February. That never happened. 3 was to play in a snow game. That never happened either. Now, I played in like sleet and mud and freezing rain, and that shit sucks. But never no nice fluffy snow, you know. That never happened. So Jimmy G got to do all 3, right? He will be playing in the month of February. He will be, or he did play in a snow game. And, you know, he's obviously in the NFL. So first game underneath 32 degrees is kind of crazy to me as a starter. Yes, he was a backup in many of those cold weather games in New England with Tom Brady and whatnot, but he never started that game. That's kind of crazy to me. Drew says Packers choked as usual. Did the Packers choke, though, Drew? Or does the 49ers team, style of football, brand of football, just travel very, very well? So let me say that one more time here. Drew says the Packers choked as usual. But I'm saying, did they choke, or is the 49ers brand of defense, brand of offense, brand of football just that good? Just travels that well. Great playoff. Like I said last week, this brand of football that the San Francisco 49ers play, good defense, great defense, run the ball, milk the clock, don't make mistakes. That brand of football will beat any NFL team on every Sunday, night in and night out. You can have a mediocre quarterback like Jimmy G that throws interceptions in the red zone, on the goal line actually, and then makes a crazy good pass and then throws another interception or over. Jimmy G's so up and down, but yet the 49ers are still right there. They are still right there winning again because their brand of football is so great. The Packers did not choke. The Packers did not choke. The only thing that choked on the Green Bay Packers side of the ball was how bad their special teams are. All season long, the Green Bay Packers have had the worst special teams ever. Ever. I mean, they've had like 9 blocked punts this season. 6 blocked field goals. They give up the largest return yards on punts and kickoffs on average. And then you expect to win a Super Bowl? Football is 3 aspects of the game. Football, defense, special teams. You can have a great offense, a great defense, and a shitty-ass special teams, and what's going to happen? You're going to get beat by a team that has all good 3 aspects of the game. You can have better offense than me, you can have a better defense than me, but if my special teams is up here and you're just down here, it balances everything out, baby. It balances everything else out. Drew says that blocked punt for the touchdown was epic. Epic, baby. Yeah. You want to know what the football coach saw in me on that play, Drew? Yes, the block punt was great. But the fact that every player from the Packers had their heads up looking for the ball. No coaches was saying, hey, right, or left, whatever side of the field that they were on. The punter wasn't screaming right, or left, or he should have been screaming right. He wasn't telling people where the ball was at. Zero communication on that play. Zero. None at all whatsoever. No communications. Those three black guys, or not black guys, but those three guys that were I don't even know what to call them anymore. The three guys in front of the punter, the safety punter guys, right? First of all, they let the block go. They let the guys run through them. Strike one. Strike two, how did you know the punt was blocked? You should have been already running down your lanes anyway, so there's strike number two. Strike number three is the punter didn't tell them where the ball was at. Every time the punter kicks a ball, he needs to be telling the players where the ball goes. Left, right, middle. Like, come on. Basic 101, basic grade school elementary crap there. And the Packers dropped the ball on that over and over again. So I have a note here to talk about here is, why is Aaron Rodgers so great in the regular season but sucks in the playoffs? Maybe because Aaron Rodgers isn't as good as we think he is. Maybe because that the Green Bay Packers have an easy schedule during the regular season. I don't know, spoiler alert, maybe, right? Maybe that Aaron Rodgers just is not good, like I just said. I don't know. We're up against the break, guys. I got to run to the restroom. It's going to be an extended break here, so bear with me. I'll be back. Man Hour Nation. Rise up, baby.
I give a slight edge, Mike, to Marquette because they're playing on their home court, and Marquette's been taking care of business on the road. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
Station not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the fourth, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're at the dark, no LA, we a big spark. No fourth and inches won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live, all 3 speakers go.
You're watching Man Hour. Hit that like button, baby.
Man Hour Nation, it's your boy BC Beastie Brandon Combs coming to you with a special message. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Now, that's 22 too many. And here at the Man Hour, we want to bring awareness to this. Our brothers and sisters deserve our support and our help with the Take 22 merch. It's a small opportunity to show our appreciation and support to our veterans and take a small step to ending veteran suicide and treating PTSD properly. Every dollar spent on our Take 22 merch will be donated to the cause. So Man Hour Nation, rise up and show your support.
And welcome back to Man Hour, guys. Michael Buckhatcher here with the Man Hour. As I end the poll over here on YouTube and try to figure out what's going on with this thing. There we go. There's a Buck solo mode. You guys said 50-50 that Tom Brady is not done in the NFL. So I guess we'll have the poll run again tonight and see if we can get a better answer, because 50-50 is not the correct answer, guys. We need a definite yes or no. Come on, baby. Anyways, guys, We talked some Packers 49ers. We talked some Bills Rams, or Bills Chiefs. Talked Rams Bucks. But now it is time to talk about Who Dey Nation. I believe Rule the Jungle. He is in here, I think, but he's not chatting right now. So he must be at work. But man, Cincinnati Bengals versus the Tennessee Titans, guys. All this hype of the game to end in 16-13 was the final score. Last second field goal by Cincinnati. They will now be going to Kansas City, Missouri, or actually Independence, Missouri, to play the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium for the AFC Championship game. Going to be a game battle, but let's quickly touch on this game because we're going to talk about it a lot tomorrow. Guys, Joe Burrow was sacked 9 times in this game. Wrap that around your head. 9 times that Joe Burrow was sacked in this game. That's not counting the hits that he took. Joe Burrow took a beating in this game. So I have watched about 5 games of the Cincinnati Bengals this season. Of course, the Kansas City Chiefs game, and then this playoff game was the most recent one. The one thing that I noticed about Joe Burrow is he is on his back a lot. His nameplate gets torn off his jersey. His back of his jersey gets tore up all the time. He has holes in his legs. Cincinnati Bengals, why is your franchise quarterback on his back so much? I mean, it's not because he's blowing the game, right? Because he is winning a lot of games for you guys. AFC Championship game, that's nothing to scout your head about there. But sacked 9 times versus a Tennessee Titans team that doesn't blitz a whole lot. They're a good defense. Hell, they might even be a great defense. They don't blitz a hell of a lot. When you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to blitz you 70 to 80% of the time because our secondary sucks. Let's just be flat honest about that. But the Chiefs fans are going to blitz you guys a lot. So are we going to get 9 sacks on Joe Burrow? Probably not, because, our defensive front isn't quite as good as the Titans were. But is Cincinnati in trouble with Joe Burrow taking this many hits? We saw his rookie season, week 10 or week 11, when all those hits that he was taking his first season ultimately blew his knee apart, right? Drew says Burrow is a tough son of a bitch. He is. But even the toughest of guys break down in the end. Let's look at the Houston Texans quarterback, not Deshaun Watson, not Mills, David Carr. You guys remember David Carr? No, because he was only there for like 4 or 5 seasons. I believe he was a first overall pick. He had so much upside potential, but he was getting like 30 to 40 sacks a season. He was taking a beat down. He was a tough son of a gun too. Very, very tough. Even the toughest of players can only take so many sacks in a season. Look at Big Ben. His first, not year or year 2, but like year 4 to about 8 or 9, he was about taking 20 to 30 sacks as well. His body started to break down. Somehow the offensive line got better. Obviously, he's a big body guy and can take those shots. Joe Burrow is not a big body guy. Yes, he is a tough son of a gun. Yes, he is. I will agree with that 100%. I will concur with that 100%. As I forgot to push send on that. My bad. But 9 sacks in one playoff game, that's tough. Let's say Cincinnati somehow beats the Kansas City Chiefs. There's a very good possibility that they can. They've already done it this season, right? I get it. But let's say they get into the Super Bowl versus the Rams or the 49ers. It doesn't matter. Rams or 49ers. Best 2 defensive lines in all of NFL. Rams and 49ers. At the Tennessee Titans, a top 10 defense, let's just give them their dues, right? They're a top 10 defense, is getting 9 sacks, but then you play the best 2 defenses possibly in the Super Bowl. What are they going to do to you? Wow. Cincinnati, you guys are in trouble. You guys need to figure out your offensive line situations right now because you are in deep, deep trouble moving forward. Now, King Henry's return. Everybody was talking about it. King Henry's back, baby. King Henry's back. Well, King Henry turned into Queen Henry like I said he was going to. Derrick Henry told you all of the right things. He told you guys all of the right things through his agent or social media or the team or however he speaks. I don't know how Derrick Henry speaks, honestly. I don't watch any of his interviews. I watch highlights of it, basically, or pull from Twitter and whatnot. But he said he wouldn't have been in there if he wasn't 100%. Clearly, he wasn't 100%. He had like 34 yards, like 9 touches or 10 touches or something. Not very Tennessee Titanish, right? If Tennessee Titans would have had a healthy King Henry, 100%, even probably 80% with that plate and 5 screws in his foot, they would have probably dominated this game. Say it like it is. So I got to ask you guys this question. Obviously, the Tennessee Titans can win in the regular season without Derrick Henry. Yes, I know the injuries have been piling up. A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, right? The injuries have piled up for everybody. So injuries are not an excuse whatsoever. Does the Mike Vrabel style of play, it will coordinate into the playoffs. We see it with the 49ers. Like, we see it. But the 49ers have this 1-2 punch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 punch and Deebo Samuel, right? Which he'll end up breaking down eventually. I'm not wishing ill will on anybody, but the writing's on the wall. So do the Tennessee Titans need to change their style of play? Do they need to look into drafting another big body running back to help take King Henry's load off? Do they need to get out there and draft some free agents in the wide receiver thing? Because Julio Jones is done. I think Julio Jones is probably out. Yeah, I just think he is done. It seemed like he didn't want to be a Titan. You know, like I said, people say all the right things, all they want, but Tennessee Titans need to change their style of play. Ryan Tannehill is a good game managing quarterback. Top 15 quarterback in the league. He is. But you cannot put the game on his shoulders repetitively. You cannot put the games on his shoulders, say, go win me a playoff game. It just doesn't work like that. He needs help around him. The Tennessee Titans need to blow up what they have on the offensive side of the ball. Trade A.J. Brown. Get Julio Jones out of there. Bring in another running back, either via draft or possibly free agency. I don't know who you would pick up in free agency running back here, but let's just say draft. Wide receivers. You have Antonio Brown out there. Get Antonio Brown. You got Golden Tate. They can definitely build some receiver help around them. But yeah, the Tennessee Titans need some help 100%. This has been a storybook ride, hasn't it, guys, for the Cincinnati Bengals? I will be the first one to say that I have called them bluffs since winning the AFC North. Like, I thought, hey, that was their Super Bowl, right? And then I said the wild card was their Super Bowl. They don't even have a chance in the divisional game. The divisional game comes. They win that game. That's their Super Bowl, guys, right? Is this historical storybook ride for the Cincinnati Bengals over yet, guys? I mean, like, I feel like we are going, like, I've been saying it for like 6 weeks now. They are done. That was their Super Bowl. They're done. This is their Super Bowl. They're done. That was their Super Bowl. Flash forward here till Thursday's show when I predict the Cincinnati Bengals versus Chiefs game. I'm going to say that this was their Super Bowl. The divisional game was their Super Bowl. Joe freaking Burrow, that was their Super Bowl. I'm going to probably be wrong again. But to be the man, you got to beat the man, and I don't know if the Cincinnati Bengals are ready to beat a clicking Kansas City Chiefs team right now. Anyways, guys. Burrow, the Bengals are just doing it to spite you, Buck. The Bengals. I need a bagel for breakfast. I'm starving. You know, honestly, So I didn't know this, but my wife's dad was a Bengals fan. And this year is like his 20th year, like anniversary, like if you want to call it an anniversary of his passing. And I don't know. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time, right? I don't know. But speaking of my lovely wife, Sundays she goes to work and gets off late. You know, usually about 8 o'clock when she rolls home, right? And to be a great husband that I am, I decided to pause the Chiefs game for her because we got YouTube TV, which is, you know, I love the DVR thing. So I paused it, made some dinner for the boys, got the queso ready for our, because we eat queso football Sundays. You know, we put on about 20 pounds in the football season, but it all goes away during summertime, right? But I caught myself, you know, watching the game, fast forwarding through the commercials, watching the game, fast forwarding through the commercials. And we got to about halftime, and my wife looks over at me and is like, honey, I need a break. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, this emotional roller coaster, I need a break. I'm like, you know what? You are 100% right. This was the first time that I've watched the NFL game in like, I don't know, like an hour and a half span, right? We finally got caught up to the game when the overtime started, and so then we were watching it live. And honestly, guys, that was the best way to watch football ever. So pause it for like, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. Wait till you get to like mid-second quarter. Then push play. You can literally watch the whole game and then catch up to it at the end, and you won't know the final score because it'll be live for you. Spoiler alert. I freaking love it. I think that's how I'm going to watch baseball games this year too. So I have Major League Baseball TV where I get like all the World's games, right, and I can watch them and condense in like 10 minutes for them, which 10 minutes isn't quite enough to get the full aspect of the game. So what if I pause the game to about the, I don't know, fifth quarter or in the fifth inning, right? And then play the game fast through the commercials, and then push play again and fast through the commercials. I wonder what that magic ending number is, because I could definitely watch a Major League Baseball game in like an hour. That would be fantastic. Drew says, I've been saying it all year long, or I've been saying it for weeks. Zach Taylor is the coach of the year. You are absolutely spot on with that, Drew. You are correct on that. Zach Taylor is a great coach. I'm not even going to front. He definitely has turned the Bengals around. I think faster than anybody has ever expected it. Right? You know, have we ever thought about the Bengals being a Super Bowl threat? I mean, I guess next year will be the real, like, how good of a coach he actually is, because we saw that last year with the Browns. They blew up, and now where are they at now? You can blame it on injuries all you want, but you still have to. It's the next man up mentality in the end. So, man, Marcus, thank you for the like, brother. I miss you. I hope you are doing great things down there in Texas, man. Drew, as always, thank you for joining in. Guys, we're up against a break here. Got about 10 minutes left here on the Man Hour, so I'm going to go to break. I got to pay those bills. Guys, pick up the Man Hour merch, manhourradio.com. Check it out. We'll be right back, guys, here on the Man Hour.
Once I'm home from work and relaxing,
I watch Man Hour while doing dishes.
In bed, hiding from the wife and kids.
what do you do when your husband and kid are obsessed with the Man Hour? You watch it with them.
Watch the Man
Have you ever wanted to go to Vegas to see the NFL draft? Well, now you can. Simply head over to youtube.com/manhour, click on that join button, become a $5.99 member or higher, and you get free entry. Simple as that. So head over to youtube.com/manhour and hit that join button. You won't regret it. You're watching Man Hour. Hit that like button, baby.
Man Hour Nation, it's your boy BC Beastie Brandon Combs coming to you with a special message. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Now, that's 22 too many. And here at the Man Hour, we want to bring awareness to this. Our brothers and sisters deserve our support and our help. With the Take 22 merch, it's a small opportunity to show our appreciation and support to our veterans and take a small step to ending veteran suicide and treating PTSD properly. Every dollar spent on our Take 22 merch will be donated to the cause. So Man Hour Nation, rise up and show your support.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
And welcome back to the Man Hour, guys. Michael Buckash here with the Man Hour. Sure to head to manhourradio.com and check out the merchandise page. Follow me on Twitter at manhour_buck. Of course, you can follow the show at man_hour_radio. And if you guys have missed any part of the show, like my man Rule the Jungle did, you guys can check out the clips over at youtube.com/manhour, or you can download the Good Pods app. You can listen to the full podcast episode of this over at Good Pods. So download that Good Pods app, search for Man Hour Sports Talk, look it up, bada bing, bada boom. Right after this live is over, I'll start the download process. I'll upload it. It should be up by at least 1 p.m. East Coast time is usually when it is up and out there on the old Good Pods platform. But when you guys do listen to it, be sure to leave a ranking of that episode, 1 to 5 stars, share it with a couple friends, because sharing is caring. We are now live right here, guys, on youtube.com, and of course Tiki TV with Belly Up Sports Channel here every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. So set your alarms, guys. Get out here early as I dabble in the morning show episode, flying solo, of course, here with the morning show. So sharing is caring, interaction is key. So guys, definitely up and get it up here with the Man Hour AM. And of course, we still are live Man Hour after hours, I guess you can call it, from every Sunday through Thursday at 8 p.m. with Beastie Combs over there. And I will be joining Beastie here in about 1 month. I'll be back on the night show as well, and going to have some changes over there. So guys, stay tuned to that, and be sure to follow us on all social media platforms, but mainly Twitter is where we will announce it, at man_hour_radio on the Twitter machine. But guys, we do have about 10 minutes left in the show tonight, and this is the time of show where we give you guys the buckheads, what to watch for tonight, and what kind of magic is out there on the old Bluetooth. And of course, it is, with there being no Monday Night Football, it is NCAA basketball time to take over, and we got to look at the Fighting Kangaroos tonight, baby. Throw us some KCC action. The Fighting Kangaroos of the Kansas City Community College taking on Spurgeon College. My cousin played for KCC back in the day. Always been a Fighting Kangaroo fan. I got some Fighting Kangaroo gear somewhere. I have to bust that out and wear it on the show, because I got the kangaroo with the boxing gloves. Pop, 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 pop. That's 10 buckheads, man. Anytime KCC is on ESPN, I'm watching it. I don't care who they're playing. Spurgeon College, have no idea where they're from. Can't even click on the link. Can't even click on it to tell me where they're at. I didn't even Google. I don't even care. 10 buckheads for KCC Fighting Kangaroos. Give it to them, baby. On the preparation of the show today, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna front. I didn't have a lot of time to really prep for this TV segment, but it is Big Monday. You got the Kansas Jayhawks taking on Texas Tech Red Raiders. Kansas coming off a big win over my Kansas State Wildcats on Saturday. 3-point win in the octagon of doom in Manhattan, Kansas. Anytime you can watch a game at Fog Allen on Big Monday in a Big 12 matchup, it's 10 Buckheads, baby. It is 10 Buckheads. I love this time of college basketball. This, from mid-January till March, it is all about college basketball, guys. We are 4 weeks away from March Madness. Wrap that around your head. We are 4 weeks from March Madness, conference tournaments, the big tournament, the NIT, all that stuff. 4 weeks. Get your things ready. Get your popcorn ready, as the title of the segment is. Get your popcorn ready, baby. But on today's Buckheads, I was looking forward to these other games. This weekend's games, actually. 49ers versus Rams part 3. Give me 6 bags of popcorns and some whiskey and 10 Buckheads. Sheesh. Cincinnati versus Chiefs part 2. That's like 9 Buckheads. But damn, give me some whiskey for that one too. How about some Super Bowl matchups? 49ers versus Cincy was the highest rated Super Bowl ever in Pontiac, Michigan. Flashback to 1988 on that one. 49ers versus Cincy with, that's like a 5 Buckhead thing. Rams versus KC Super Bowl, 10 Buckheads. No doubt about it, baby. Oh, sorry, guys. I need to grab a Coke. Pop the top again. But it is that special time of night where we end the show. We end the show on a great note. If I could cue it up here. Cue it up. It's time for Mike's Thoughts, guys.
And now, Mike's Thoughts.
And to end the show today is obviously with Mike's Thoughts. We end every show, well, damn near every show with Mike's Thoughts. And the thoughts from this weekend was we were definitely spoiled of the NFL. There was no question about that. We were spoiled from start to finish, from the epic Titans versus Bengals game to the epic Bills versus Chiefs game. But I want to go back to that Chiefs-Bills games here a little bit. And the white hat of that game, I don't know his name by any means, but he is an old head. He has been in the NFL reffing game for a very, very long time. And there was many camera shots of him helping up Patrick Mahomes and talking to him like, it's okay, bud, I got you next time, and like all that stuff, right? So when an average viewer sees that, a referee helping up a player up, patting him on his back, saying, it's okay, I got you next time. How is that not showing favoritism to one said NFL team? How is that not showing favoritism, to the team? And then let's say the very next play, there's a questionable personal foul called, like hands in the helmet, and he misses him, right? And Tom Brady a couple years ago in the Super Bowl. How does that not show favoritism at all? So my thoughts are, yes, I understand this referee is just like saying, hey, I seen the call, you were good, you were clean, it was late, whatever, and we'll get you next time, right? I owe you one. But like, I'm sure talking like that happens all the time. As a coach in high school, like those referees tell me like all the time, hey, I missed it, my bad, I got you next time. Not things that I really want to hear, but it is what it is. It happens, right? But this shows favoritism towards the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, I know later in the game we saw him helping up Josh Allen too, right? Like, I get it. Like, but I think somebody was in his ear saying, "Hey, don't do that to Tim Mahomes. You do it to the Bills too." So, NFL referees, I understand we're all humans and we all, get awestruck or whatever, right? And want to help people up and talk to them and have a good time. But as a referee, you cannot do that. I'm calling it as I see it. And I saw favoritism for the Kansas City Chiefs in that game when I saw the referee repetitively helping up Patrick Mahomes play after play after play. Not doing it to Josh Allen. Now, I did see it like one time, maybe twice, but it seemed like every time Patrick Mahomes was on his back, that referee was up there helping him up. Like, just don't do that, NFL refs. It gives out a bad sign, a bad vibe, and moving forward, let's just not let it happen. Guys, that's going to be it for the Man Hour. You can tune in tonight at 8 p.m. East Coast time right here on youtube.com/Man Hour, as my man Beastie will actually, no, Beastie will not be on tonight. There is no Man Hour tonight, guys. Beastie has volleyball game to attend. So that will be Nick. So we'll see you guys tomorrow right here on Man Hour, youtube.com/Man Hour, 8 a.m. East Coast time. Set those alarms. We'll be there. The only live interactive morning show at that time. Of course, you can call in at 812-648-HOUR, 812-648-4687. Mike's thoughts. That should be pretty simple, Drew. Come on, man. You better than that, baby. Have a good day, guys. We out.
I give a slight edge, Mike, to Marquette because they're playing on their home court, and Marquette's been taking care of business on the road. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
Station not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're at the dark, no LA, we a big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live, all 3 speakers go.